We bring this letter to you, and we are pleading the federal government to suspend the census, because we are IDPs. We are not at home, so nobody is in our house. Then if they go there to write us, they won't see us. We are in the camp. It's the Fulani people that occupy our villages, no houses. So we come to appeal to you to give the letter to the federal government so that the census will be suspended. It's not by force, but we are pleading you if you can do that for us, because we want to go back to home. We are tired of IDP now, so if you can help us, that is what brings us here today.
The Commission is not unmindful of people in the IDPs. There are plans to enumerate, to count everybody, be they in their usual place of residence or in the IDPs. Commission has taken care of that. There are questions in the questionnaire that are specifically designed to IDPs. For instance, you say you want to become IDP. Assuming census, I will catch you up at become IDP. The questions asked will be, from where have you come to be in the IDP at Ukbam? There are some that will come outside Benue State. There are some, I know Ukbam is in Goma local government area. There are some that may even come outside Goma local government area. And there are some at Ukbam IDP that are within Goma local government area. So questions are solicited. The reason is to trace you, to trace where you come from, that you are now in Ukbam IDP. We even ask you from which state you have come from as an IDP in Ukbam. If you come from Nasarawa State, we say, yes, this IDP is from Nasarawa State. The essence is to see that you will be matched back to where you come from. If you are not from Goma local government, assuming you are from Makode, but an IDP in Ukbam, we'll ask you, which local government did you come from? We will find out. If it is from Makode, we say, this IDP comes from Makode. If you are from Guma, and assuming you are from Baduem, or you are from Uvi, or where you come from, we will trace you where you come from, that you are now in the IDP with them. So the Commission has taken measures to attach everybody to the society, to the locality that he comes from, to attach everybody to the local government that he or she comes from, and by extension, to attach every IDP to the states that she comes from. So be mindful that the Commission has taken charge to tackle this kind of misgivings. So be rest assured that even if census is conducted and you are still at Ukbam, we will trace you to where you come from.
Well, first is to call on the federal government to postpone the exercise until all issues around the census are addressed. Number one, these women have legitimate concerns. They have been living peacefully in their communities until armed attackers started attacking them. I've read some of their stories, I've heard some of their stories, and they are gruesome. Right? Some of them, people killed, and they have been run out of their communities several years in the IDPs. Unfortunately, the federal government is unable to offer them protection. That's number one failure. The second you see now is that not only have they been run out of their communities, that people now live in their communities. So there are foreign invaders who have lived in their communities. And if you look at what MPC is doing, they will go to those communities and count those invaders as original owners. And remember that what we're dealing with now is not population census. We are dealing with population and housing census. And they are not just going to count the houses. They are going to number the houses and officially gazette them. So what that means is that if care is not taken, these women will be rendered homeless, rendered, community-less, because their communities have been taken over. The invaders who took over their communities will be counted and officially gazetted in that community, and then they will be. So is the federal government planning for them to actually come out of this IDP camp, or is the federal government planning that they stay here in perpetuity and then owners and attackers of these people repossess their communities? As you know, some communities have been successfully renamed, and this is an official gazetting. And after this census, you have next 10 years or 20 years to do another one. So it's a major issue that has to be addressed before going on with the census. The best thing to do is to postpone the census exercise, make efforts to resettle these women in their communities and count them, because they have homes. They have, they should point at their homes, and they're asking questions: how many houses, how many toilets, and all of those things. These women have houses. Let them count them in their houses. That is a good argument to have.